every Arsenal player called up for 2026 World Cup. With the 2025-26 campaign coming to a close, attention is beginning to turn to the 2026 World Cup in the USA, Canada and Mexico as the world's best players descend on North America. As expected, a host of Gunners have already been selected in the final squads, hoping to get their hands on the famous trophy. Here is everyone who has officially been selected so far. Martinodegaard, Norway. As expected, Martin has been named as Norway's captain, guiding them to their first major finals since Euro 2000, having previously reached the 1998 World Cup. Martin will get the chance to complete a dream season in North America, having lifted the Premier League title with us before competing in the Champions League final. He has won 67 caps since debuting as a 15-year-old in 2014, and was named skipper in March 2021. He featured in their first 5 qualifiers, which all ended in wins, paving the way for their long-awaited qualification, before injury saw him miss the remainder of the campaign. Martin is joined in the squad by fellow Premier League players Erling Haaland, Oscar Bob, Jorgen Strand Larsen, David Mauler-Wolf, Christopher Ajer and Sander Berge. Kai Havertz, Germany. Kai was included in Julian Nagelsmann's 26-man squad, meaning he'll have the chance to feature in his second World Cup and playing into of Diamantjav's matches in 2022, which saw them suffer a shock group stage exit. Our striker, who has been named in a 4th Germany tournament squad in a row after also being selected for Euro 2020 and Euro 2024, missed out on the whole of his nation's qualifying campaign due to the knee injury that saw him sit out most of the early part of 2025-26. However, he returned to the international fold in March's friendly matches against Switzerland and Ghana, scoring from the penalty spot against the latter, his 21st goal of 57 caps. The 4-time champions will face Ivory Coast, Ecuador and newcomer Curacao in Group E at the World Cup, and warm up for the tournament with a game against Finland in Mainz and the co-hosts USA in Chicago. The headline from their squad announcement was the return of 40-year-old goalkeeper Manuel Neuer, who had retired after Euro 2024, but is set to be their first choice shot stopper. Gabriel Martinelli, Brazil. Big Gabby will get the chance to play in his first World Cup after Carlo Ancelotti named him in his selection. Having made his debut in September 2023 in his nation's first 2026 World Cup qualifier, he played in 14 of the 18 matches to reach the finals, scoring his first international goal against Venezuela. Martinelli meanwhile will head to his second World Cup, having made 3 appearances in Qatar 4 years ago, when Brazil got to the round of 16. 9 of his 22 caps came in the qualifying round, while he has 4 goals for the Selecao since debuting in March 2022, the last of which came in a friendly win against Croatia in March. Brazil will hope to add to their record 5 successes when they take on Morocco, Haiti and Scotland in Group C, and will warm up with friendlies against Panama and Egypt. Ancelotti also opted to select 34-year-old Neymar ahead of Chelsea striker João Pedro, despite Brazil's record goal scorer not playing international football for 3 years. Leandro Trossard, Belgium. Leo is also heading to his second World Cup, where he hopes to help Belgium enjoy a better tournament than their group stage exit last time around. He played 3 times in Qatar a couple of months before his switch to North London. The winger won his 50th cap for the Red Devils in a 7-0 destruction of Liechtenstein in their final World Cup qualifier in November. He featured in 9 of their 10 matches, scoring once against Wales. Belgium will play Egypt, Iran and New Zealand at the finals, but will warm up with matches against Croatia and Tunisia before heading to North America. The big news from their squad announcement was the inclusion of record goal scorer Romelu Lukaku, despite concerns over the 33-year-old's match fitness. He'll hope to play in his fourth successive World Cup, alongside Thibaut Courtois, Kevin De Bruyne and Axel Witsel. William Saliba, France. William is another who will get a second shot at World Cup glory this summer, having been a part of the French squad that reached the final last time around, but were cruelly denied by Argentina on penalties. The centre-back played just 19 minutes in Qatar, but has been a regular in their backline across their run to the semi-finals of Euro 2024, and their qualification campaign, usually paired with Bayern Munich's Dayot Upamecano. He will hope to add to his 31 caps during the next few weeks, with Les Bleus facing the Ivory Coast and Northern Ireland before the tournament, where they kick off with matches against Senegal and Iraq before he faces off against clubmate Odegaard's Norway. Manager Didier Deschamps leads France into a seventh major finals across his 14-year tenure, and made some bold calls, omitting Real Madrid midfielder Eduardo Camavinga and Tottenham's Randall Kolo Muani. Victor Gyökeres, Sweden. Having blasted in 4 goals into games to help Sweden qualify via the playoffs, Victor will get the chance to play in his first World Cup. Despite finishing bottom of their qualifying group with 2 points, Sweden's Nations League performance gave them a second chance via the playoffs. After Victor netted a hat-trick against Ukraine, he then bagged an 88th-minute winner to beat Poland and secure a berth at the finals. That was his 19th goal in 30 international appearances. Sweden will now play Tunisia, the Netherlands and Japan in a tough-looking group, and have scheduled friendlies against Norway and Greece to prepare for their first World Cup since 2018. Madweck, Rice, Saka England. Thomas Tuchel has named 4 gunners in his squad, with Bukayosaka heading to his 4th major tournament with the Three Lions, including his second World Cup. He scored 3 times in 2022 en route to the quarter-finals, and now has 48 caps and 14 goals to his name. Declan Rice was a key cog in the qualifying campaign, starting 7 of the 8 matches, finding the net in a 2-0 victory over Andorra. He played alongside Bukayo in Qatar 4 years ago, as well as at Euro 2020 and 2024, which has boosted his cap tally to 72 caps. 2 Gunners will head to their first World Cup as England players. Only Harry Kane scored more times than Eberechiez during the qualifying campaign, and as expected, he's included. All 3 of his international goals helped the Three Lions reach North America, netting him both wins over Latvia and a victory over Serbia. It was also a memorable campaign for Noni Madweck, who netted his first England goal in September against Serbia. He now has 10 caps to his name and gets the chance to potentially feature at his first major finals. England will take on New Zealand and Costa Rica into warm-up fixtures before Ghana, Croatia and Panama in their group.